Deep within the StoryVerse library, Ori wandered among the endless shelves of forgotten tales. Every book held a secret waiting to be discovered. As Ori explored, he noticed something unusual. An ancient pocket watch rested on a wooden table, glowing with a mysterious golden light. Curious, Ori reached out and touched the strange watch. Suddenly, the library filled with magic, and the great storybook opened on its own. From the glowing pages, a white rabbit jumped into the library. With a worried look and a pocket watch in his paw, he quickly vanished back into the story. A sudden wind swept through the room. The pages of the storybook came alive, and the swirling ink pulled Ori toward a world waiting to be discovered. Elsewhere, Alice wandered through a sun-drenched meadow, where every moment felt peaceful and magical. Cradling a fallen bird, Alice's peaceful moment vanished when the same mysterious creature rushed past, caught on a thorn. The rabbit scrambled into the darkness of an ancient tree. Curious, Alice followed him into the hidden passage beyond. Alice tumbled through a vortex, surrounded by floating clocks and swirling petals as the world above disappeared around her. The air grew dense. Gravity shifted. She fell through the light and landed hard on the mossy floor, leaving her world behind. Her journey through the impossible was complete. Alice had entered the fractured world where nothing was as it seemed. Alice pushed herself up from the moss. The air felt heavy, stagnant, and tasted of dust. Alice looked around. The meadow she knew was gone. Here, the flowers drooped in dull, lifeless shades. Even the river nearby ran thick and gray. A few feet away, the white rabbit collapsed, his paws trembling against the hard earth. He didn't even look at Alice. With a trembling paw, the white rabbit pointed towards a jagged castle on the horizon. He spoke of the queen, of the stolen heart crystal. He spoke of the queen, and the stolen heart crystal whose light has been drained to feed the endless vanity, leaving the entire kingdom to wither in fear. Her shadow stretched long and dark against the dying grass. The rabbit watched her. Alice rose. The cold wind swept across the dying grass, but she never looked away from the dark castle. The white rabbit watched, hope returning to his eyes. "I will bring it back," Alice vowed. Without hesitation, she walked towards the dark castle where hope had been stolen. A flicker of movement drew Alice to a shaded grove. A strange grin slowly appeared in the shadows. The Cheshire Cat spoke in riddles that turned the air brittle. Alice stepped closer without fear. He paused, becoming solid for a moment before fading away again. She moved on to the tea garden. The Mad Hatter sat alone at a table littered with cold, empty teacups, his head bowed and his hands resting motionless on the worn wood. Alice pulled out a chair and sat beside him. She offered no pity. She simply waited. When she finally spoke of the heart crystal, the Hatter slowly raised his eyes to meet hers. Hollow smile slipped away, leaving behind a sharp, raw pain. Then, a sound broke the stillness. Then a genuine laugh escaped him, shattering his silence that had gripped the tea garden for years. As Alice rose to leave, the Hatter stood and followed. Drawn by the sound of his laughter, people emerged from beneath the drooping trees, filling the forgotten tea garden once again. Their eyes fixed on her path. They did not speak, but their movements were no longer sluggish. They fell into step behind her, the growing procession of figures moving with newfound purpose. The weight of the kingdom has begun to shift. As Alice approached the castle gates, a silent crowd stood behind her, united at last, ready to reclaim the light. The heavy gates groaned and swung inward. Alice stepped into the throne room, her shoes striking the cold stone floor. The queen stood beside the pedestal, her fingers gripping its edge. "Fear keeps order," she snapped, her voice echoing through the vast throne room. Alice didn't even look at her. The queen snapped, her voice thin in the vast chamber. Alice did not look at her. She knelt before the pedestal as her eyes were locked on the stone tiles beneath the crystal. She pressed the first tile. It sank with heavy grinding sound. She pressed the second, then the third. A final click echoed through the room like a gunshot. Alice lifted the heart crystal. The darkness dissolved as golden warmth filled the room. The air surged with a sudden, golden warmth. The queen recoiled, shielding her face as the stolen light poured from her chambers. Alice raised the heart crystal high above her. Its golden light spread through the throne room, washing away the darkness and restoring hope to Wonderland. The guards' spears clattered to the floor. Their grip on the handles failed as they stumbled back, unable to stand against the heart crystal's returning light. The queen shrunk into the shadows, her posture collapsing as the source of her stolen authority left her reach. The throne room transformed as its darkness melted away, replaced by the warm pulse of the restored heart crystal. Alice stood, holding the light, and the silence of the kingdom was replaced by the sound of returning life. Alice walked to the heart of the kingdom and gently placed the heart crystal upon its ancient stone plinth. A wave of golden warmth rippled outward, visible as the gray air ignited with sudden clarity. A wave of golden warmth rippled across Wonderland. Flowers burst into vibrant bloom, and the once dull river shimmered with new life beneath the returning light. Rushing forward with new life, cheers erupted from the trees, a rising chorus that shook the very branches. Alice turned to the White Rabbit. He bowed, his head dipping low, then stepped back as a shimmering portal pulled at the air behind her. She walked through, the light folding around her, bidding goodbye. Alice stepped through the shimmering portal and disappeared. Ori found himself once again in the silent StoryVerse library, the magical book still lying open on the table. Ori pressed his palm gently against the book. The StoryVerse crystal emblem glowed warmly beneath his hand, humming with the magic of the story. He closed the book completely. The library returned to its quiet rhythm. Carrying the lesson of Wonderland in his heart, Ori turned away from the table. The library no longer felt like an ending, but the beginning of another story.